You know what we're here for, guys. You know what we're here for. That greatness of Toriko. Come on, guys, let's get into this. Toriko chapter 388. Shinigami Sam here to review and talk about what happened in this chapter. Now, a lot of things happen in this chapter. A lot of things. And let's get straight into it. Now, with Toriko, man, I must question how strong must he be right now. What is the man's capture level? The feats that we saw expressed in this chapter. I was just like, my goodness, how strong must he be? He must be easily in the 20,000 mark. He must be. Let me ask you guys, how strong do you think Toriko is? If you had to pinpoint a capture level in him, loosely, just estimation, where would you put him in the capture level in comparison to Acacia? Now, yes, I didn't realize this last chapter when I was talking about it, but I'm wondering if Toriko's hair is red right now because he consumed it. I know a lot of people are talking about that, so I was just like, that's pretty interesting. If Toriko's hair is red, you know, that would look pretty awesome. I'd be pretty excited to see that. But yeah, let's get to the greatness that is this Toriko. We see Toriko, he's consumed red, Acacia's realised, Midoriya's realised, and what Acacia said really did interest me, and I'm going to get to Acacia in a second. But what he was saying, he said that his appetite allowed himself to be eaten by Toriko. Now remember that. And Acacia wanted to eat Toriko's appetite. So this is making me a little bit, it's making me a little bit interested. I'm gonna theory craft in a bit, but this doesn't it confirms to us that if you have consumed your gourmet appetite, you can consume another one, and you can consume a gourmet appetite of someone else's. So that is really interesting. Now I'm wondering how that would actually happen. What's the procedure in that? I'm guessing Acacia, when Acacia says he needs to eat his appetite, that he probably has to eat Toriko as well. Because obviously Toriko and Red, they're kind of one right now. Because Red sacrificed himself. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Now, the feats that we saw in this chapter, Toriko pretty much, I think he slapped Acacia around the whole earth. He either slapped him or, like, he pushed him, and then Acacia went around the entire earth. And Toriko's narration just destroyed me, man. He was just like, I feel like an adult in a park. That's how small the earth is to me. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, Toriko must be unbelievably hacks right now. The strength, and he just looks amazing, honestly. So I'm so excited for Toriko right now. I'm so excited. I want to see a full fleshed out fight between him and Acacia going at it. That would be awesome. Now I want to talk about Acacia. Acacia says, no, actually, Toriko says something which makes me question Acacia. Now, Toriko's just like, when he's talking to Acacia, he's like, show Neo. He says to Neo, show me your face. And then Acacia's just like, he's figured it out. And then we see Bambina. Now, I need to get to that in a second. But Acacia, so basically, this is what I think. I think the procedure of what happened between Acacia and Neo and Toriko and Red is entirely different. Red allowed himself to be eaten by Toriko. Neo was forcibly eaten by Acacia, and due to that, the blend between two beings wasn't truly complete, as we see with Toriko and Red. Toriko and Red was perfect. That fusing of when Toriko consumed Red, that was amazing. That was 100% complete. Whereas with Acacia and Neo didn't do it. Hopefully, Neo wasn't like that. Acacia was just like, I'll be taking that to myself. And Acacia forcibly consumed the gourmet appetite. Now, I'm here to believe, now this is just me theorizing, but if we forcibly consume your own gourmet appetite, you will not obtain all of their abilities, or you will not have complete control over them. Now, this is what is leading me to believe that Neo still has a bit of control within Acacia's body. And that's why Toriko could sense that, because Toriko was just like, show your face, Neo. And even later on in this chapter, Acacia, he starts talking about despair. And he was like, this is one of my most desires, or the emotion that I love the most, or I adore the most, or something like that. So that does make you, it does let you know that Neo's thoughts, Neo's desires are still inhabiting within Acacia. So maybe Acacia is not fully in control. Now, this can lead up to entire major possibilities. because this could possibly mean that Acacia may be consumed by Neo from the inside out. They may be separated again. Now, what I think, due to this, I don't think Acacia is the strength of 30,000. Now, I may be incorrect because we do see him crushing the Earth's hand, so he probably is. But the fact that he forcibly ate Neo, I don't think he's able to use all of Neo's abilities to 100%. That's what I'm thinking, in my opinion. Now, aside from that, this kind of shows, this makes me interested a ton more that Neo still has control. First of all, one, because in my opinion I find Neo a more terrifying villain than Acacia. Two, I just feel like Acacia's too generic. Like, I find like his villainity, that's not even a word, his villainous nature has no depth. Like, all he is just pure evil. I find no depth to that because there's no humanity within him, unless, because there was a chapter when he was crying to Ichiri saying, I entrust this will to you. So there may be the smallest possibility that Acacia is being controlled by Neo this whole time, and I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll generally have to leave it till Mr. Toshi and find out in a couple of chapters that will be coming soon in the future. Now, 8 Kings. Man, the 8 Kings. I'm so happy Bambina's alive. Goodness me. Okay, so Bambina's alive. Horse King Heracles is basically going to be alive. He's still alive, regenerating slowly. Now, Sky Deer, I'm going to assume is alive. I'm going to assume Dragon King Darius is alive, and Whale King Moon. Wolf King Genis, Snake, and Crow, they're not going to come back in my opinion, and that just obviously fits with obviously Terry, Kiss, and Quinn moving up to that. Yes, so we find out that obviously the attacks that have been taken on by the 8 Kings, you need to understand this, because I nearly got confused when I was saying it, because the way Toriko said it, it made me think, hang on, if you eat God, then you being defeated by Neo, you being eaten by Neo doesn't matter, isn't it? Now, I'm not sure that's true, because the attacks that were handed on the 8 Kings, that wasn't because Neo consumed them, it was just because of Neo's absurd strength, I believe. Neo didn't physically take a bite out of them, except for Crow King, who seems like Crow King may not come back. Same with Mother Snake and Wolf King Genis, because Neo ate up one of Wolf King Genis' paws. So maybe Wolf King Genis may come back. Obviously, it's just a paw, to be honest. Like, Wolf King Genis will be alive, but people like Crow King, probably not. Mother Snake, probably not. So yeah, I do wonder if by eating God and Center, does that counteract Neo's devouring of you? I'm not really sure, but Midora's a beast because he installed knocking on Starjun. Personally, I'm happy about it, but a part of me is feeling conflicted. I want to know how you guys feel about, Starjun's death coming fixed in 1 chapter later. Seriously, just 1 chapter, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Honestly, I do love Starjun's character, so I'm not salty. I'm not triggered by it, because I do want to see more of Starjun. I do feel like there's a lot more progression to be made in his character, especially in his abilities as well. So I'd be stoked if it was, if he would come back, because obviously Midora installed the fact that, so what, Midora put knocking on in Starjun's last moments. Midora's just a G in my opinion. He's just a beast, honestly. Yeah, so Starjun will be coming back. The 4 Heavenly Kings, they will be coming back. Now, when things like this happen in a series, it does really make me question what was the point of them being killed. Like, what was the point of, the mangaka, the author, faking it to us? I know a lot of that, it does a lot of suspense for the readers and that, but how many characters? If Don Slime comes back, that would be ridiculous. Obviously, I would want my boy Don Slime to come back, I would want my boy Jiro to come back, but I don't think that would happen. It would just be ridiculous in my opinion. So the 4 Heavenly Kings are back. It seems like they've eaten God, Komatsu and Ko. Komatsu, what's his name? Uke? Is it Uke? Yeah, something like that. Uke or Ume, and the other guy, can't remember his name. But yeah, the 3 chefs, they're coming out of it. Honestly, I would have wanted a bit more showcasing of what Komatsu was doing. Hopefully we'll find out in the next couple of chapters. But yeah, everyone's coming back together. It's all coming full circle. So I do feel like this arc is really nearing up to the end, because we even see Toriko's, his meal, his full dish nearly getting completed. So yeah, I do feel like this arc of, you know, Acacia and God is coming to an end, and the new arc is starting, which we see in the next page. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking like Toriko's ending. I'm not one of those guys, honestly not. Because first of all, look at the let me not dive into that, but look at the last page of the chapter. It feels like we're really ramping up to Area Zero. Area Zero, the place where all the ingredients are. It's what, the birthplace of life or something like that. I really need to go reread that. But honestly, I'm so hyped. I just want to point something out, and that is Ayamaru. His form right now looks like he looks like a fox or like an animalistic kind of being. So what is that? Because he's fully melded with his gourmet appetite? I'm not really sure. But honestly, the fact that he doesn't eat much when he's in that place, man, he is gonna eat. But yeah, this Area Zero, I'm really hyped for this. Maybe this is the lineup for the new arc. Maybe we'll be going to Area Zero soon, and then, like, you know, the space arc or whatever, all of that kind of stuff. So guys, please tell me your thoughts down below what you thought of this chapter. Honestly, a lot of things happened in this chapter of Toriko. Personally, I'm happy with it. If we do have a next arc, if this Area Zero is going to be this new arc, and we're ramping up, you know, the final against Acacia, then I'm happy that, you know, the 4 Heavenly Kings and Starjun, and like the 8 Kings, all those people, they're coming back, because that means that the 4 Heavenly Kings as well, like, you know, Coco, Sunny, and Zebra, meaning they can have some input in the next arc, a bit more input than this one. So please guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked anything I'd say, please drop a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm Sam, I'll see you next week for that Toriko chapter 389. We'll continue discussion down below. I'm Sam, goodbye, peace.